Welcome back, my friends. My name is Eric, and this is Rome. And today we are going to talk about what I think is one of the more interesting ships in the game, the Drake Herald. Now, at the moment, the Drake is really just a fast runabout with reasonable firepower, but no staying power. So it's not really going to be a combat ship. It is reasonably fast. It has gotten a recent update, which weirdly enough does not reflect in the online statistics if you go to look at this ship and buy it. However, the missile racks have been upgraded to two racks of 9 size 2 missiles, I believe, on top of the Gatling under the nose and a couple guns, one under each of the little stubby wings. It gives it pretty reasonable firepower for something this size. But shield hit points and ship hit points are still pretty lacking. You're not going to want to get stuck in with a fight. This is just squeeze a few triggers, keep people back while you hit the afterburners and boost out of here, because this is one of the faster ships in the game. I believe it has a speed of 240 in SCM mode, and it'll get out of its way pretty quick. Now, what is this ship supposed to be? Because clearly it's not meant to just be a shuttle runabout. It is meant to be a data running ship, right? This is the type of thing that can come in, hack a station or hack another ship from a distance, get that information out. Now, it's supposed to have a standalone computer system inside that is hardened so it can handle EMP pulses. It's supposed to have a big antenna of some sort so it can reach out from a distance to get into all these other computers without having to get too close. It's reasonably stealthy. At the moment, without changing anything, you're kind of stuck at about, I want to say something like 62 kilometers out is about as far as you can go. And I think that's EM, if I'm remembering correctly. I'll put it down below here from the DPS website there, so you can kind of see how we play with that. It's also ultimately limited by its size. It's not the smallest of stealth ships, so it's not something like the Razor or something like that kind of disappears pretty easily. This isn't meant to get within spitting distance of something. It's meant to kind of sit out, maybe in an asteroid belt nearby, and use the big antenna in theory to get in. Now, when that will happen, when that type of gameplay will exist in the game, God knows. Maybe never. This is definitely one of those ships that if you purchase it, you're purchasing it with the intention of using it for that, but also understanding that that may never happen. It's the joys of an alpha, right? They may change their mind about how this stuff is going to work completely. I would think that this ship would get repurposed to something else potentially, if that's the case, if they decide that the whole data running thing isn't going to happen. Because don't we have the Mercury Star Runner? Isn't that the other one? That's supposed to be the big one that does this as well, that has all the server racks. I don't know. We'll find out if it ever happens, if it's a thing or not. However, I did just trade a ship in on it. I bought my own. I really enjoy it, and I'm going to use it mostly as exactly that, a fast runabout for the moment. Maybe run courier missions with it, right? You got to run, snack sticks and coffee over to Wicklow, or maybe you're turning in stuff for Rayari. Maybe you're going to go out and do some hunting in it. Hop down. You've got a bed in it as well, so that's really nice. So you can just stop what you're doing. You could also do bunker missions with it, the ones where you can fly right in. That little nose cannon right there will be really nice for knocking off dudes on the exterior of the bunkers. So it's not completely useless at the moment. It's just not useful for what it is meant to be ultimately. I don't know. I like it. I think it looks good. I enjoyed flying it the little bit that I flew it. I think it's going to be a fun little ship for what it is at the moment. It's not worth $85 for what it is at the moment if you're going to pay for this with real currency. But I'm willing to gamble on the future technology of the game and gameplay loops. So for now, we'll see. Plus, I only paid an extra $5. I traded in a Nomad, I think is what I traded in it on, which is also a really cool little starter ship, which fills many of the same roles, but has some official cargo space. So in one sense, I lost a little bit of functionality between the two, but really for what I'm using it for, it's probably just fine. So is what it is. Anyway, that is my hopefully reasonably quick preview of the Drake Herald. I'm recording this on March 25th, so if you happen to see this that day, you can run over to the Convention Center at Area 18 and rent your own for free. Today is the Drake rental day where you can get a whole bunch of ships. Now, I own a lot of Drakes, so there wasn't a lot there that interested me, but this is one of the few that did, and I've added it to my collection. So I hope that helps you. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you next time with some more Star Citizen. Cheers.